Most startups fail because they end up building something that nobody wants. But what if there's a way to know that there is an actual market need and demand for your app idea or product idea? And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down a real life case scenario of how I validated my startup idea, the Wear PEMF device product, using real field tested strategies and guidelines to know that there was a market demand for my idea. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing that I did to validate my startup idea was to actually look at the market trends and insights of the technology device industry. And what I found from the Google Trends and Google Keyword Planner was that the actual trends and actual keyword trends for it was actually increasing for both wearable pain relief devices and the wearable technology device industry, which was actually a great sign to actually validate my idea in terms of creating a device for wearable pain relief, because those two search items were actually increasing over time, which was actually a great thing. And also as well, around about 9 years ago, I was actually at a conference of attending the technology device conference in Munich, Germany in around about 2016, as I was working for a wearable technology startup back in 2015 and 16 as well. It's working on a team in marketing the first smartwatch keyboard for smartwatch devices. During my time at this conference, I got exposed to seeing the different competitors out there in the wearable technology device industry, especially seeing all the healthcare startups and all the fitness wearable startups as well, attending that conferences as well. When I was at this conference during January 2016, during the cold winter in Munich, Germany, when I was at this conference, what I found that a majority of these devices that I saw at this conference, a lot of them were just glorified pedometers that didn't really solve a real problem. They were just glorified pedometers to see what's your oxygen level, how many steps have you taken and all that, and all these other metrics that nobody really cared about, and they were just trying to make a quick buck, trying to sell their bulky, ugly looking wearables that didn't really solve a genuine problem. So what I got out of that conference was that I actually saw that there was an actual market need and validation for people that actually wanted a wearable device that wasn't bulky, that didn't have wires that they needed to carry with them everywhere, or heavy batteries that they needed to wear on their body in order to provide wearable pain relief for the user, which is quick and easy to set up via a phone app that is straightforward, that anybody can do. And that's where the original idea of the Wear PEMF device came from, analysing the market trends and insights from Google as well, but also the real life experience of actual what other competitors are doing and how I could actually improve from the other wearable device competitors out there on the market as well. So the second thing that I did after obtaining the market insights and research was that I actually delved deep into analysing the actual competitors. So there actually were some competitors that were actually doing pretty well in terms of the wearable pain relief device market as well. So what I did with those competitors was that I literally Googled every single competitor that was out there on the market. I actually extensively researched every single device that they had selling on the market, and I actually analysed what are they doing good in terms of the product, what are they doing good in terms of their marketing as well. But I also analysed what are they doing bad as well. Does their website suck? Is their product just some bulky wearable device that nobody wants? Is what they're saying actually true? Are they actually still operating today at a profit? Is their marketing actually making any sense, or are they just writing 3,000 word blog articles that nobody wants to read? There were so many advantages that I had by actually engineering what we call a value skew, but actually analysing the competitors and actually see where are they going wrong. Sure that maybe they think that they're the only one out of the market, but the actual truth is that they weren't the only devices out in the market. There was a market need and actual competitors out there on the market as well, which is actually a good thing, because if there actually are competitors out there on the market, that's also another great insight that your actual idea is actually validated and that there is a market need and demand for your product. But also analysing those competitors, seeing what they're doing good, what they're doing bad, and also being able to generate the insights of what you could do better, was being able to allow me to engineer what we call a value skew as well, as I've repeatedly said in other videos as well. Now, before we start talking about the next thing in today's video, if you need any help in regards to bringing your app idea to life, what I would like for you guys to do is to click on the link below to book in a free call with me, and we'll discuss how I can help you bring your app idea to life. And the third thing that I did to validate my startup idea was to create a landing page. Not a full website, just a landing page. because you don't need a full website to actually validate your product idea. It's actually preferable to actually use a landing page, because with a landing page you only have one goal on the landing page. That goal could be to collect email addresses, to book a call, to get them to purchase maybe like a low dollar offer or something. The goal of a landing page is to obtain one outcome, and that's why it's better preferred to be using a landing page to validate your startup idea. So what I had on this landing page was, obviously I was telling about what the Wear PMF device was about, with some app screenshots and some mock-ups and some 3D renders of the wearable device as well, explaining the clear value offer and my unique selling proposition of the wearable device. It's telling the audience what are the advantages and what they're going to get out of the Wear PMF device as well, and also the benefits as well if they were to sign up to the email list of the Wear PMF device as well. And the tool that I used to create this landing page was actually a tool called System.io. It's actually a free tool that you can use to create amazing landing pages. But if you're not a designer as well, you can actually get someone to outsource it probably on Upwork to create a landing page on System.io for completely free as well, which is actually a great tool that I highly recommend. The next thing that I did after I created my landing page was that I started to run paid advertising campaigns to my landing page. So what I did was that I started to utilize Facebook and Instagram ads to start driving traffic in order to obtain email addresses from my landing page as well. Because this is the number one test. Are people actually signing up to see whether they're actually interested in my device, in my product or not? If they're not signing up, that means this is actually a bad sign not to actually continue forward with implementing my idea of the Wear PMF device. But what ended up happening was that I was running some Facebook ads towards my landing page, and I was actually getting actual sign-ups of people who were actually interested in the Wear PMF device, which was actually a great sign that people were actually interested in the device itself and all that. When I was running my Facebook ads campaign and the Instagram ads campaign, I was analyzing how much it was costing for me to obtain a lead, which was under $3, which was amazing. I was looking at the click-through rates and all that to see, is my targeting and messaging aligning? Am I targeting the right people? Am I not targeting the right people and all that? So I was split testing like different audiences to see which were the highest converting ones and all that, and to see people who were actually most interested in my product and all that. And I was able to obtain a few customer interviews as well from people who actually signed up as well, to actually see what do they actually want to see in terms of the Wear PMF device. What are the pain points of other products that they've tried on the market, and what improvements that I could make in terms of my messaging and my structure, and in terms of the technological implementations of the Wear PMF device as well. And the final thing that I did to validate my startup idea, and this one's actually a bit of a bonus one for you guys today, was that I actually ran what we call a pre-launch funnel. So the reason why I decided to create what we call a pre-launch funnel is because since I'm working on an idea that is a wearable device, there is actually a lot more risk in regards to actually working on a product that involves hardware as well, because hardware is 10 times more expensive than just a standalone app. Since I'm working on an idea that combines an app idea and hardware working together, I need to be more sure that people are actually interested in my product idea. And that's why I ran a pre-launch funnel, where what happens is in a pre-launch funnel is that people opt in to the landing page. They type in their email address to opt in, and then they get given a choice whether they want to actually pre-order the device for $1. Now, if people pre-order the device for $1, they actually pay the $1 to pre-order the device. They're actually 10 times more likely to convert rather than someone who just gave in their email address. Because someone who put down a $1 deposit is 10 times more interested in the product that you're going to sell when it's launched. And the reason why a pre-launch funnel is such a great idea, especially for hardware devices, is because you can actually gauge the actual interest in terms of the email addresses that you've collected over the months and even years as well, or people who actually put down a deposit, who are people who are actually interested in your product idea. And this is really great, especially if you're planning to run a crowdfunding campaign, including like a Kickstarter campaign or an Indiegogo campaign that I'm actually planning to run for the Wear PMF device actually later this year in 2025, once I register a PTY and I have 1,000 people in my email list of people who are actually interested in the Wear PMF device, and also people who have actually registered and put down a $1 deposit for the Wear PMF device once it's launched. on Indiegogo, which I'm planning to launch my crowdfunding campaign on. So that's another bonus of using a pre-launch funnel to really validate your app idea if you want to go the extra mile in order to make sure that there is a market need and validation for your app or a product idea that you're planning to work on. So those were the real life steps that I undertook to validate the Wear PMF device, because I don't want you guys to be building up your startup idea for months or even years in secret that nobody knows about, and you're just thinking that just build it and they'll come and the money will start rolling in right away. Unfortunately, in 2025, it doesn't work like that anymore, because you do need to be talking about your startup idea to potential customers and users as well from day one in order to start building up your audience and email list of people who are interested in your product. Don't waste time, money, and years trying to build something that nobody wants. Validate your idea from day one and you should be good to go. Even if your startup idea doesn't gain traction or take off, or that nobody gets interested in it or opts in for it, at least you'll have the data to back it up that nobody was interested in your idea that you can quickly disregard and move on to something else. So I hope this video helps you out. Now guys, if you need any help in regards to bringing your app idea to life, but you don't have a technical background and you want somebody to help you do it for you, I can help you out with that. What I want you guys to do is to click on the link below to book in a free call with me to see how I can help you out and see whether we're the right fit, and hopefully help you bring your app idea to life seamlessly and as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video down below and subscribe for the upcoming videos released on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.